Well, greetings, people of the internet. Unky Joe here. Unky Joe's Playhouse. You ready to go to work? Good, because it's another a day in the life of an IT guy. Let's get it started right now. So today we're going to pay a visit to another client of mine that is complaining about their computer being very slow. Now this is a power user. They use a bunch of Adobe programs, Word, Excel, Teams, that kind of thing. They do webinars, and the machine is just so slow. It's an older Dell Optiplex. You'll see the model number in the video as we go, and I can't remember off the top of my head. But the problem is it only had 4 gig of RAM in it. It had a spinning 500 gig hard drive. And it just needed a little kick in the pants. So I evaluated the machine. Now it's got an i5 processor, so there's no benefit to updating the machine. So I told the client, let's put 16 gig of RAM in there, and let's put an SSD, a 500 gig SSD in there, and let's see if it doesn't improve the functionality and you can squeeze another 5 or 6 years out of this machine. So that's what we're doing today on a day in the life of an IT guy. I also took some shots of the server room so you can see the servers I've got in there, and I'll show you those here in a minute. So I guess let's get the video started. Oh, and pardon the camera work. I did it on my iPhone. For some reason, my iPhone is having trouble with the audio volume, so I've had to jack the decibels up on this audio. So be prepared if you're wearing headphones. I don't want to blow your eardrums out. I try to normalize the audio, but you may hear a lot of background hiss and that kind of thing because of the poor audio quality on my phone. So let's get started right now. Alright, so I've got some updates to do. I've got a drive caddy, got an SSD drive, and a RAM upgrade for this unit. Under the desk here, it's a Dell. I'll get it up on the desktop. We'll get it torn open so you can take a look at it. So this is a Dell Optiplex, let's see, model 3020. It's going to get a RAM upgrade. It's going to get an SSD instead of a spinning hard drive upgrade. So I need to put I need to take the CD-ROM drive out because we're going to hook up the SSD drive to that temporarily. And then we're going to boot back up and we're going to run the transfer program to transfer all the data over to the SSD. So in order to get these things out, I'll show you that in the next step. The other thing we're going to do is a 16. We're going to take it from 4 gig of RAM up to 16. So these Dells can be a little tricky to get apart if you've never done them. So I'll cover that here next. But what I first want to do is I'm going to get the hard drive installed in here, or the SSD. So I think what's going to be easier, sorry about the lighting, I put the client's spinning hard drive in here with the new SSD. This is my workstation unit. And then we're going to fire it up and we're going to we'll do the transfer on this machine. It should work a lot better. Then I can just pop this SSD into the machine, boot off of it, and we should be good to go. So I'm going to do it, hopefully it'll boot into Windows here. Yeah, it's booting off my SSD. And then hopefully Kingston has a transfer program to transfer these hard drives over, so wish me luck. Alright, so while Acronis is running, we're going to go over to this machine and we're going to put the RAM into it. And, hopefully it'll work. So here's the unit. So let's go ahead and pop this RAM out. Should be, I guess it should be two 2 gig sticks, right? No, 2 4 gig. 4 gig, what speed is that? That is 12. See, 12800? If I can get it to focus. Now, up until today, I've never heard of or used Gigastone RAM, but it came recommended. So it's an 8 gig DDR3 1600. They don't put the cast latency on here though. Maybe it's on the back. Let me look. No, they don't list it. They just list it as with the label you saw on the front. So we're gonna put her in and hope for the best. So let's get it installed. Okay, so there's the RAM. It's all installed, and hopefully it's gonna work. I sure do like the way Dells are put together. It's clean. I guess it's a clean design. I know they use proprietary fans and whatnot, but I like Dells. I like the way they're put together. Okay, so now all we got to do is wait for the drive to finish cloning. I'm gonna go ahead and take this bracket over to my desk so I can put this in as well. See, we'll put the old RAM in here and save it. We'll save that old RAM, see what the customer wants to do with it. Put it in safekeeping, and take this over to my desk and see how far we've progressed on the disk clone. Let's see, it looks like, yeah, it says it was successfully cloned, so we can turn off the computer, remove the source drive, and install the clone drive in place of the source drive, and turn on the computer. So wish me luck. There we go. Hard drive replaced with the SSD. It's ready to go back in the computer. Wish me luck. Alright, so I've got the SSD drive. I've got the mount back in there. I got the data, and I got the power cable plugged back in. I got the little retaining clip, and now it's time to put the CD-ROM drive in up here. So you just lay it across the top and then slide it, and it snaps in place. Yep, it looks good on the front. And then we put our data cable and our power cable, and that should be it. And then the cover can go back on. Now, normally I don't put a cover back on any machine until I plugged it in and tested it. I have confidence. I hope I have confidence this is going to boot up. So I'm going to go ahead and get the cover put back on, get it put back in place, and then we'll power it up and see if it works. Alright, moment of truth. There we go. Alright, system memory is changed. Continue, press F1 to change setup options. Let's do F1. And it looks like it's booting off the SSD. And we'll see if it has 16 gig RAM. Okay, let's see if it logs in. If it does. These are quiet little units. Love these Dells. You probably already know I'm a big fan of Dell. Okay, so it came up to the desktop. I don't see that we have any network. It says it's identifying, but that may be because I'm rebooting a server right now. So let's focus on the machine and see what it says as far as RAM goes. 16 gig, good. Okay, so that's a good thing. I'm going to, I'm not going to worry about the network right now. Let's see. View hardware. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the problem is the domain controller is not up and running. So, because I'm doing some maintenance on it, but there's the unit booted. That's a good sign. So, I'm going to get this old RAM, leave it here, come back and clean this mess up when I'm done with the server. So there you go. I had to go do, this video is happening after the winter storm, and this was another client that had their machines go down and go up with the power coming back on and going off. Plus there were updates that they're running Windows Server 2012 R2. There were some updates that needed to be done on that, on a couple of their servers, and a general, visit, follow-up, and health check. So I went ahead and did these updates to that machine while I was out there. I love this little unit that they have. I like those little Dell Optiplexes. There's a lot of power packed into a little bitty package. So the user, they're very happy now. I got the update done on Sunday, and then Monday morning or Sunday evening, this lady who this machine belongs to got on remotely, and she was like, it's like a brand new machine. So you can see that with a small investment, I think the RAM was $90, and I think the SSD drive was about $50. So for about $140, you got a new PC, all things considered. I mean, they could have gone to a Ryzen, they could have gone to a current model i7 or i9, but I doubt if they would have had as big a performance increase as the RAM and the SSD on this unit. And that ought to hold them, like I said, for another 5 or 6 years on this machine. A lot of people criticize me for telling my clients to buy Dell. That's fine. I could build my clients a PC, but I'd rather not have to deal with building PCs for my clients. Not that it's not time consuming, and not that I'm afraid of honoring the warranty, because once you build the things, they're pretty stable. But Dell, it's hard to beat Dell's price. All you gotta do, if you're gonna build a PC for a client, is call Dell and tell them what you can build it for. And they'll usually find you a computer that matches those specs for that price. They're very fair when it comes to dealing with price. Now the other people criticize me on, well, Dell's got proprietary power supplies. Yeah, but I find that aftermarket power supplies are not hard to get, and knock on wood, I very seldom have Dell power supplies fail, because I do regular maintenance on these machines. I keep them clean. I go out every 3 to 4 months and clean these machines, keep the dust out of them, and that helps for as long, for longevity. So there you go. Now your mileage might vary. I know some people that just loathe Dells and swear by HPs, and that's fine. Whatever floats your boat. So there you go, folks. We hope you found the video entertaining and informative as always. Please give us a thumbs up down below if you liked the video. Leave your comments in the comments section. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. It would be nice to see us get to 10,000 subs in the next 90 days. I hope. I know it's really, these statistics are meaningless, but it just makes me feel warm and centered that I can get 10,000 people willing to subscribe to this old guy's channel. Donate if you're so inclined. We accept PayPal, Patreon, and the YouTube join function for $2 a month recurring membership fee. You set it and forget it, and it helps me keep this channel going, and hopefully provide you with entertaining content. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, if I can remember how to speak. So anyway, thanks again for coming to join us. Please don't forget, we'll see you on the other side.